Listen, most women in business are not failing because they lack talent. They're failing because of these 5 mistakes that I want to give to you right now, because you may be making the same mistakes. Hey, I'm Mama Grace, and let's get into it. So many women are globally starting their businesses, and it's amazing to watch that women today have so much influence around the globe. But a lot of women are stuck on survival mode. So they are in business, but they are spending more money or spending more time doing the business or trying to make the business work than they're actually getting back from the business. And the problem is not that they don't have talent. The problem is these strategies and these mind shifts that I want to give to you right now. Number one, they're trying to do it all alone. And I think women have this thing where they want to try and do everything good, everything at the same time. We have so many ideas, and we want to bring all of them to fruition right now, this year, next year. So we start a lot of things, but we are not finishing a lot of things because quite frankly, if you are spread in so many areas, you cannot be master of one thing. If you're doing 50 things, you cannot master one thing because your focus is spread on 50 different things, and you cannot master one thing. So just on that, my advice is to be a master of one thing. Let us know you for one thing, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that at another time. So number one is that you're trying to do it all alone. You're trying to do it all alone. You're making content, you're editing, you're doing photo shoots, you're all of it on you. And I know a lot of women who have done that, but you may not be that woman that has the opportunity to do that. Maybe you have kids, maybe you have a marriage, maybe you're in ministry. There may be other factors that play in. Maybe, you can have a job, maybe even have a job. So you can't spread yourself in so many areas. So my idea is, or my advice to you is, I want you to find a team, a small team. Even if financially you are not able to get a big team, start with one person and give them that thing which takes a lot of time from you. If you're doing content creation, find somebody who can take care of video editing or sound editing so that you can focus on script and research. Delegate so that you have enough time to do what only you can do. Okay, so that's number one. Don't try to do it yourself, because it's not going to be good and you're not going to be effective. You're not going to give us the best that you can give us, because your focus is in too many places. Number two, you have a fear of being seen. You have a fear of coming out. You're afraid about, what if I come out and do my business, start my business, spend all of this money, and then it doesn't go how I want it to go. The thing is that you have to start in order to really see how things are going to go. We listen too much to, if you listen too much to other people, they say, oh, I started my business and this and it happened and I lost money and this and that. So I quit it. I quit. So you hear so many people saying they've quit. Instead of learning from it, you have this scare of even starting your business. But I want you to know that you have to start in order for you to really know how you have to do your business. Listen, what you're going to start, even if you're trying to start, if you're starting a podcast or content creation, it will never look like what someone else's content look like. It will never look like it, because you are unique. You have your own well that is different from everybody in this world. So don't look at somebody and say, oh, I want to do it like that. Be encouraged from somebody else, of course, if it's the way they communicate, if it's the way their presence is, and then learn how to do that. You learn how to do that, and then do it your way. Don't try to copy anybody else, but you have to come out of that scare of starting and this and that. It's time. Success is waiting for you like nobody's business. We are waiting to see what God has put in you like nothing else. We are waiting for you to start. So I want you to be bold. Be bold. Start it. There will be mistakes in the beginning because that's how we learn. But just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. If the major brands that we see today, whether it is BMW or whether it is Ford or the Myron Goldens or the Miles Monroes, they never gave up. So don't think that they didn't make any mistake, but they never gave up. That's the whole point. Not stopping, being consistent, no matter what looks, no matter if it looks like you've made too many mistakes, keep going, because the vision is going to continue to open up itself. Number 3, you are devaluing yourself. So because you're devaluing yourself and what you have created, you allow people to also devalue you by giving you a price or by giving you payment that is below your value. Okay? So I don't mean you just started a business and you're making t-shirts and you sell them for $60. That's not what I mean. If the t-shirt is not worth $60, why are we paying $60 for it? If I put it in the machine and the color, you bought a t-shirt on Temu or something, the t-shirt is not of good quality and all of that, but then you put it on $100, that's not what I mean. There has to be a value that you bring. And if you're bringing a specific type of value, you have to teach people, you have to teach us that, hey, I spent a lot of time researching these t-shirts, the quality of the t-shirt. I spent a lot of time picking the qualities of the t-shirts so that, my customers can have the best experience. I spent a lot of time branding. I spent a lot of time picking out specific colors that are in that match the vision that I have. I spend a lot of time. So if you spend so much time pouring into yourself, pouring into your business, and if you spend so much time getting your business to be valuable, don't allow outsiders to come in and devalue your business. You have to take payment according to your value. And I think this is where women get afraid of, I just started, so how can I tell people to pay $100 for a class? Or if you're a mentor, how can I tell people to pay $100 for a dress that I made? If the value is there, they are going to pay it. People go into the store and buy food that they just consume and it's gone. They go into the store, spend hundreds of dollars every week to buy food. So people can't afford it. There's enough money in this world. People can't afford it. But you have to be comfortable to charge according to your value. Okay? So don't forget that. That's number 3. Number 4. Your niche is not clear. So because your niche is not clear, you're everywhere. You're touching on this subject, speaking about this, speaking about that. So if I would go into your channel, if you're a YouTuber or a content creator, if I go to your channel, I can't really pinpoint what you do or what you're trying to, the message that you're trying to get across to us. You're talking about business, you're talking about children, you're talking about movies, you're talking about shoes, you're talking about Netflix. What do you want us to learn? That's your niche. What is it that you can do today and nobody has to pay you? For me, I could sit with women, talk to women, encourage women, pour into women, build women. I could do that for free. I could do that for free because it's in my heart. I could do that for free. It's in my heart. I want women to prosper. I want women to have to clear the mindset of the women. I know women have so much potential, but there's so many factors that make them think that they're not valuable. So I want to change that. So I could do that anytime. You could call me tomorrow and say, hey, like we have a bunch of women and we're talking about this. Can you come? I'm there. I don't need to ask you, pay my this, pay my that. I'm there. I'll take myself there and speak to you and be so happy that I had that experience or that opportunity. So what is that thing that you can do and people don't have to pay you for it? Are you just looking for money, or are you looking to add value to people's lives? Today, people want value. They just don't want to pay for, small things. They want value. They want something that can change their lives. They want something that can transform their marriages, transform their families, transform areas of their lives. So if you're going to produce something, let it be valuable. And because it's valuable, you have to be willing to allow people to pay you for the value that you have accumulated over the years. Okay? So that's number 4. And number five, which is so important. It's so important. Neglecting growth and learning. One thing that you have to understand with any business is that you are the business. If you are not there, the business cannot run. If you didn't bring the idea, there'll be no business of that kind. Okay? There'll be no business. All right? Even if you have people that are helping you fulfill your vision, if you step out, they may not know how to fully do it the way you had envisioned. They can't actually, because you are the mastermind of the whole business. And because you are the mastermind, you have to be willing to invest in growth. You have to be willing to invest in learning. Every time we see you, we hear you, we see your products, we encounter your products, there has to be something new. Oh, there has to be an upgrade. We can't keep hearing about the same thing over and over and over and over again. We have to have something that we see that, oh, okay, she upgraded. Oh, yeah, you spoke about that today. You're elaborating a little bit more about that. We have to be, you have to come to a place where every time we hear you, we see your product, we're encountering something greater than what we previously encountered. You have to be willing to take classes. You have to be willing to get a mentor, somebody that has gone before you, that is prospering in the areas that you are, in the area or in the niche that you have today. You have to find a mentor that can show you what not to do. Okay, have to show you the mistakes they have made so that you don't have to spend 5 years to get to the same place that they got. They can just cut down on 3 years for you, giving you the mistakes and helping you learn from those mistakes that they made. So getting a mentor, studying, watching podcasts, evaluating if you have a product, if it's t-shirts or dresses or whatever it is, going to courses, going to seminars so that you can learn, grow. That's how you're going to be better for yourself, for your business, and for us. We need you to learn. We need you to keep making, accumulating that value, because we want to pay for that value. So that's number 5. So if these 5 points have helped you, please put it in the comment section. Or if you're struggling with one of the 5, let me know in the comment section. I have a lot coming for you, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for you guys to come into this green place, to this greener place in your mind, in your hearts, so that we can continue to see what God has put inside of each and every one of you. I need you to click on the subscribe button, put on your notification. I'll see you on the other side of the table. It's time to win.